My name is Tricia Bruce, and I am a teacher of children who are blind and visually impaired. I teach at School for Blind Children, which is a public special primary school, and have been teaching there for the past 7 years. I have my first degree, a bachelor's in elementary education with a major in language arts, and a master's in educational psychology with an emphasis in special education. I focus on teaching the regular primary school curriculum as far as it is possible, and also teach children daily living skills, adaptive skills, which they need to become more self-sufficient and independent, orientation and mobility, among many other things. I was born with congenital glaucoma, and as a result, I am low vision. I have some functional vision in my right eye, where I can see large objects, colors, and light. In my left eye, my vision is much less. I do have some light perception, but not much functional vision at all. I use the aid of a cane to walk and navigate my environment. In terms of interacting with content, I read with the aid of speech software assistive technology. So all of my devices, such as my cellular phone and computers, they are equipped with various speech software. My phone, I use VoiceOver, and on my computers, I use JAWS and sometimes NVDA. In the life of a person with visual impairment, I have faced some challenges, both as a professional and as a mother and wife too. So while I was studying, interacting with reading material meant I had to do a lot more to get that done. I may have had to get my material scanned, and in order to put it in a format where my speech software could interact with it. So it meant I had to use a lot more time to be prepared in the same way as my class peers. It was very costly. I had to do a lot of investing in my own self, and while I was able to advocate and got a lot of assistance from NGOs such as Blind Welfare Association and even some corporate persons too, I had to dip into my own pockets. But that is just one of the challenges, being costly to attain all the technology you need to really have that independent living. Sometimes I faced lecturers who came in with preconceived notions that it would be difficult to teach a student who is blind, and so that may have been a bit challenging emotionally. But soon they realized that that was not the case at all, because I like to talk a lot. So I was always really good with my class debates, and they realized that they didn't have problems with me there. That challenge extended even with joining groups for group work. Initially, my peers felt I would not be able to contribute as much, and maybe the burden would have fallen on them to get more of the work done. But soon enough, they realized also that was not the case. They did have to do some reading for me to save on time, on scanning and getting materials in the format I would have needed for my technology to interact. And there are some things the technology just cannot maneuver, like pictures and diagrams. So I've always needed the human elements in those areas. But thankfully, I made it through with much tries and effort, lots of friends with the willingness to support, and I was able to do it. So I thank God for that. As a mother, some of the challenges I face now, because I do have a teenager And I have 3 other younger ones, youngest being 7 months old. It is challenging because children try to pull tricks. I've done it with my parents and they try to do the same things. And you find that I would not notice some of the things they do right away. But because I have learned to depend on my sense of hearing all my life, I have developed a keen sense of hearing. So I am able to listen, and when they think I am unaware, I know what they're up to, and sometimes I just wait and don't let them know that I'm listening and I'm on to them. And that's just one of my little tactics there. But in spite of all the challenges, I keep pressing on and I continue to live this life God has given to me. In commemoration of International Day of Persons with Disabilities, I would just like to share one message to my fellow brothers and sisters who are living with disabilities too. Please remember that you can. In anything you would like to do, put your best foot forward. Life does not come without challenges for any of us. Even when you look at your counterparts who seemingly are able-bodied without disabilities, trust me, they have their own challenges too. So just make an effort to ask for help when you need it. But remember that it is possible. Pray and trust in God, and you can. And to my larger community of persons without disabilities, please do remember, when you see us, no matter what disability we have, we are persons too. We may do things differently from the way in which you do it, but do not think for one moment that we are incapable. We may need your support. No man is an island, so none of us can do all things alone. But please remember, we are able and capable. We are willing and we have much to offer. Just ask. My name is Tricia, and thank you so much for listening to my contribution.